Welcome, Taurus, to your reading for the week commencing September 9th. Guys, I'm sorry it's late again. This is entirely my fault this time because I made the fatal mistake earlier of I went upstairs and I laid on the bed and that was it. I was out and I literally woke up about an hour ago, so I'm really sorry. So, this is for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising and your Venus sign, Taurus, and we are going to be looking into your general energy, your opportunity, your challenge, your unforeseen events and your advice. This is a general reading and it may not resonate in its entirety with all of you. However, do watch till the end as there may well be messages throughout the reading that do resonate. If anyone would like information regarding a private reading with me, please email me at revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. That's revelationtarotgb@gmail.com. And unless you ask me to, I will never reach out to you via email, social media or any other platform regarding anything. So if you get anyone coming into your inbox saying it's Sue from Revelation Tarot, just know it's not me. How would I have your email anyway? Surely that would be the first thing that would cross your mind. So let's see what's going on, Taurus. Is anyone having issues with spider season? For those of you that don't like spiders. I don't know why I'm super paranoid this year. It's really bothering me. I feel like everywhere I walk I'm looking for them. And then earlier I was sat just sat doing my face and stuff, and then I saw it out the corner of my eye, and they're always running straight towards me. You never see a spider running away from you. It's always, well, for me anyway, it's always coming straight towards me. Luckily enough, my cat Moose, my Maine Coon, finds them quite tasty. Not this time though. He just didn't see it at all, and it ran past me and I don't know where it went. I'm feeling a bit like, ugh. Right. Sorry about that, guys, getting off track. Your general energy, Taurus. 6 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Cups in reverse, Taurus. This could be about a bad memory for some of you. For some of you, this could also be about either living in the past, having difficulty getting closure with something maybe, but also this could be a failure to learn from past mistakes. Some of you might be missing your children as well. Just thought I'd put that out there. Or literally some of you might be missing your childhood. I think a lot of us are. Maybe that's been on your mind, some of you, remembering some of the memories when you were younger. In your opportunity, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So there is opportunity coming in for some of you, Taurus, to help someone in need. Typically this can be about money. It is a card of charity, but it doesn't have to be. But it does give me energy of someone who needs help, and it may not even be that they're going to come directly to you, but I do feel like you will maybe reach out to them and volunteer your support in some way. It is a card of give and take. So for others of you, if this doesn't ring true for you this week, then there's an equal exchange of energy coming in somewhere. Now that could be anything, could be in the form of a conversation where there's an equal exchange going on. It could be I'm so paranoid, I'm looking for them everywhere, I'm so sorry. I keep thinking, I don't know why I'm so worried about it this year. It's really weird. It could be regarding I don't know, it could be like swapping something for some of you. Maybe you're going to borrow something and lend something. But anyway, in your challenge we have the Three of Cups. This either means some of you are having difficulty with female energy around you, or it could mean that you may have been invited out to some sort of social event. Typically it is a female energy card, but it doesn't have to be. But it may be that you've been invited out to a social event, and the challenge is being able to go for some of you. And it could just be that your friends are being a bit challenging, some of you. So in your unforeseen events, Taurus, you have the Tower. Normally I wouldn't worry too much about this card, because I always look at the cards that are around it. I'm not actually worrying too much about this card, but I will wait until we pull the clarifiers. There is going to be something going on here for you, Taurus, where something's going to change suddenly that you have no control over. And it's just one of those things where you just have to deal with it, because you're going to have no choice. We've got the Ten of Swords in your advice. So this is making me feel like you may end up making a bigger deal of this than necessary. And this advice is don't over dramatize it. This isn't about, this is giving me an energy of you turning this into something that's ended. It's over, it's ended, that's it, whatever it is. And that's not necessarily the case at all. The Tower, don't forget, always comes in as a blessing in disguise. Now, it won't feel like one when whatever this is happens, but in time you will look back and say, oh my goodness, thank goodness that happened, because if it hadn't happened, then this wouldn't have happened. It's one of those. So let's clarify the Six of Cups in reverse. Clarified by the Sun, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Emperor. See, this does make me feel like thinking about happier times when you were younger, maybe some places you used to go, maybe some people you used to see that are no longer here. You just have to look at this card, the freedom and the joy and the child on the horse. It's just expressing freedom, joy, and what's the word? Come on. When you don't have any insecurities, when you're, what's the word when you don't have any insecurities? Like, not confident, but when you have that childlike. Okay. The Hanged Man in reverse. Hanged Man in reverse is giving me energy of feeling stuck. So again, for some of you, if you're missing your children, that would tie into that as well. The Emperor. The Emperor. I just feel like this is something to do with some of you thinking about how life changes, how you go from being that innocent, carefree child, there you go, the word carefree, carefree child, to who you are now with a world of responsibility and everything on your shoulders. I don't know, it's a bit of a strange one. It's like you remember being, when you were a child, looking up to someone like this, and now you are that person. And for some of you, you don't feel like you've got anyone left to look up to. So the Six of Pentacles in your opportunity is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Interesting, this energy's changed now. I've picked out the clarifiers with the Five of Swords coming in. It almost feels like you're fighting, you might be fighting for your own rights, but it feels like you're fighting for someone's rights, to get an equal it's not an equal share, but it feels like something here is being dealt with in an unfair way that you're going to have to deal with. Or you don't have to deal with, but you will deal with. Or there's an opportunity here for you to deal with it. The Nine of Wands in reverse. It does give me, it makes me feel like you're quite tired, Taurus. And it feels, whatever this situation is, it feels like it's really testing you because you don't have much energy to do it. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is, I don't know, it feels that this may not be successful for you, is what I'm sensing, is that however much you try, you're not going to get the result you're looking for. So let's see what the Three of Cups is regarding in your challenge. Clarified by the Queen of Swords in reverse. Oh, okay. Yep. The Four of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Feels like you're having a bit of a sticky situation, some of you, potentially with an air sign, Gemini, Libra or Aquarius. And this particular air sign's coming in quite a negative way, quite vindictive really, quite spiteful, very cutting words. Also the Four of Cups in reverse. I quite like this for you actually, Taurus, because it kind of is giving me the energy of, you can say what you like to me, you can do what you like to me, you're not going to affect me and you're not going to take away my happiness. It's that kind of energy. And the Two of Cups in reverse is, it may be that you and this person at one point were quite close, I don't know. But it does feel like there's a disconnect between you now. I wonder if this has got anything to do with the Tower. Unforeseen event, Tower, let's see. Clarified by the Star in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Justice card. So this could be something you were hoping for, something you had a lot of hope pinned on for the future. Maybe not coming in. It may be getting taken away. The King of Pentacles in reverse also says you believe this was something that could have been successful. But don't forget, this happens for a reason, and the reason this is happening is because basically the universe says, yes, okay, just hold your horses. We think there's something even better, and they'll put that in its place in time. Justice actually comes in at the end of this road to say, don't worry, because everything will find its balance and everything will be fine. Everything will be right. So don't panic. Try not to panic too much. Whatever this is happens. Because basically, whatever it was you were hoping for was already on shaky ground, and it wouldn't have lasted. So the universe is saying, look, we're going to give you something even better that does have longevity and durability. So the Ten of Swords in your advice is clarified by the Nine of Cups in reverse, Judgment card in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. What the advice here is, Taurus, that you felt like you were pinning everything on this one thing. And now that it's gone, you're feeling like that's the end of the world kind of thing. You know, this card here, the Nine of Cups in reverse, is about a lack of emotional fulfillment, or a complete loss of emotional fulfillment, really. The Judgment card coming in reverse. It's almost like you're telling yourself, well, that you deserve this, and why did I ever think that was ever going to become a thing anyway? And it's kind of like you're going into a bit of self-deprecation here. But what the advice here is just to sit down and take stock, because, and I say this all the time, think about your life. Has it actually changed because of this one thing? Because don't forget, it hadn't actually come in for you yet, it hadn't begun, it hadn't. So your life is still the same as it was. Nothing's changed. It's just that something that you were hoping for hasn't happened. But a hope isn't a reality, and you need to just kind of take a realistic view on this. Yeah, get over it, I get it. You need time to kind of restock and reevaluate and think, now where do you go, now what do you do? But I promise you, you're going to find something so much better. Nine of Pentacles is about pride, luxury, and abundance. So whatever this thing was that you were pinning your hopes on, that would have brought you in sort of mediocre financial gain. This is luxury, financial gain. So listen, and it's not all about money, and I get it. It's not. It never is. But we are brainwashed into thinking the more money we have, the happier we'll be. And I don't know. Obviously I've never been so loaded that I can really comment, but I think that money for some people would actually be their downfall, for a lot of people. Anyway, I digress. We're going to do numerology again. I know you're probably getting bored of it, but I am going to be I've got a deck of playing cards coming, which I'm going to use for my numerology. And just a little fact for you, if any of you don't already know, before tarot became these lovely illustrated cards that we see, it was originally just a good old pack of playing cards, and they were used for fortune telling until eventually someone came along and decorated them and gave them symbolism, and it was linked to the Kabbalah and numerology and astrology and lots of other things, and it became tarot in its own right. So that means that each card actually has its own meaning. So as we go through numerology with that deck of cards when it arrives, I will also be able to tell you the meaning of the card as well as the number. So that'll be exciting. Yes, so it will. Right. So your number, oh goodness, where's that come from? Sorry, Taurus, maybe this is your tower moment. Relationship change. That doesn't mean actually that your relationship's going to break up. It could mean there's a change within your relationship. It could mean that things are going to get so much better. It could mean that you're not in a relationship and you're about to be in one. Always find the positive if you think that's a positive. So your number is 11, which becomes 2. And by the way, I say this to everyone, if your number is repeating itself, as in if you've had this number more than once, it's not boring, it's significant. So let's see, number 2. The numerology number 2 is known to numerologists as a supremely feminine force, one that represents both grace and power. Is she blind? It is cooperative, always aiming to bring peace and balance back to a relationship or situation. This numerology number is also very sensitive. Of all the numbers, it has the strongest intuition. It is able to sense currents and feelings instinctively, and then use these clues to connect with others empathetically. At its very core, the number 2 in numerology represents partnerships, the coming together or balancing of two individual people, concepts, or things. While it holds great power over any situation, it wields it with such diplomacy and tact that the result is not control and authority, but harmony and teamwork. It is a mediator, able to see two sides of a situation in an unbiased way and guide others down the middle road. So let's see the associations. The number 2 card in a tarot deck is very fittingly the High Priestess, which is the most intuitive of all the tarot cards. Like the 2, her power is great but quiet. In astrology, this number is associated with the sign Taurus, the second sign in the zodiac, and Cancer. The pleasant nature and silent tenacity of the number 2 are well represented in both these astrology signs. Wow, there you go, Taurus. That is definitely your number this week. So take the reading if it resonates and claim it as yours. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel, and if you have liked this content, please give it a like and a comment. I love to hear from you guys, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe so that I can see you again next time. Take care. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the journey.